Good morning, sweetheart.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. It's Matt and Donna. Welcome back to
Doing my hair.
You're a chandelier at the moment. How did you get?
Chandelier.
Welcome back to Ok Aussie. We're going out on the road trip, for a bit of a shopping experience.
Well, it's not the fun shopping, really.
Well,
it's
a useful shopping experience.
I'm getting a wetsuit.
A wetsuit. Come buy a wetsuit for Dyan. Why do we need a wetsuit? It's probably the first question that you might be asking. Thermo dysregulation. She has issues. She has lots of issues because of 22q11.2. Deletion Syndrome. Dyspraxia.
Chandelier.
You are a mess at the best of times. Oh, look. And what have we got here, miss? Is this your new ballet bar that I've installed yesterday? Wow.
So, there's no excuse for not toning my body and keeping myself healthy.
And working with your balance, which with ataxia and neurological issues is a major issue for you.
Exactly. And also being bedridden so much.
You've lost all muscle tone.
You have to get your muscle tone back. So I thought, well, why not make it fun?
Yeah, so we do two things. We do the hydrotherapy, which is obviously taking the weight-bearing nature off because you're in the pool, but this is why we're getting the wetsuit, because the transition for you with thermo dysregulation, with the seizure risk, just transitions being autistic makes it really, really difficult. So we're working out a way to try and enable Dyan to have more time in the pool because it's not heated. So we have a longer season before and after.
The cold is good on my body, but my thermo dysregulation, guys, it's more sensitivity getting in. It's like your body goes into shock. And guys, it's not a good thing for seizure people.
Not at all. Now, the ballet bar, it's something which you have done dancing pretty much all your life, since 3 years of age. You're 50 years of age now.
50.
Go figure.
I haven't really stopped, really.
She's never really stopped dancing.
I'm not a professional dancer anymore, but...
Not anymore, but you have been. What are you doing? Are you being OCD?
I am OCD. Get a brush cleaner. Clean it daily.
Part of 22q11.2 Deletion Syndrome, autism, OCD, ADHD, the Tourette's, which, pardon the French, sometimes will come out. I know that. I get that. She has multiple seizure types, disorder on the POTS, a lot of things going on. Now the dance.
Look at this organisation. The brush goes in here.
Yes.
Okay. Play while the camera's on, please. And then the brush cleaner.
Yes.
Boom.
Well, there you go. And
you do this.
Your artwork is behind you. And guess what? We're going to do some art this afternoon, as long as you're feeling up to it. Now, it's currently 24 degrees. It is just gone 8:30 a.m., but it's going to be a 37-degree day. So that's why we're going out now, early, first thing this morning, to beat the heat.
And get in the pool.
We don't want to be out to
get my exercises
where it's getting too hot. We're going to do some gentle exercises because you've been a few days out.
We're even going to drop past Spotlight because I have...
Sorry, what? What? We're going to Spotlight. Oh, Jesus. Petrol, pharmacy, wetsuit warehouse, and now Spotlight.
So we're going to where warehouse?
Petrol, because it's Cheap Tuesday. Cheap Ass Tuesday, as I call it. That's the cheapest day of the petrol cycle.
It is.
Pharmacy, because today being the last day for the PBS, the Pharmaceutical Benefits Schemes, I put the scripts in because if we get them today, then it's no cost. I get them tomorrow, we have to go back on where we have to build up to get the threshold, so we're paying again. We have a system in Australia with the PBS, the Pharmaceutical Benefits Scheme, where you have to pay a certain amount at the beginning of the calendar year. Once you hit the threshold, then it becomes free for PBS medications only.
Full doses, but now I have to cut back.
Yeah.
Isn't it a first world country?
But it doesn't include
I can't even have. No, but I can't even have
right?
my maximum of all of my medications.
No, but let's explain it, because some medications are not on the PBS, the Pharmaceutical Benefits Scheme.
But that affects the ones that aren't covered on PBS
I get that.
Because it all adds up.
Yep.
You know, $7 scripts add up.
Well, some of them are 35, 45,
and you've got 75, up to 180 symptoms.
145.
Okay, and many diagnoses.
Yeah. CCs.
Then, you know, my condition's expensive, but I don't get any exemption from the government, which I should, because I was born with a syndrome.
No.
None of this is self-inflicted.
No, it's actually...
None of this is self-inflicted.
And look, if you've got one condition, you're dealing with one set of issues. Don't having 22q, it affects 185 different possible clinical symptoms. It's like having 20 different symptoms at once. That's why she's got 20 different specialists. So it is an expensive exercise for us. Yes, I have got your glitter thongs out, so you're ready for that.
Right, do you like my...
Okay, you got your pressure care stockings on, which is another benefit too that a wetsuit's actually going to provide. It's going to provide pressure, which is useful for your orthostatic intolerance, for your fluid.
I have one in blue.
Yes, you have a
I have
blue.
one in blue.
Right.
And I have one in this.
And that was from Shein.
And I've got my tie-dye.
Yes, you're always tie-dyeing.
Always tie-dye.
You're such a hippie at heart, aren't you?
Well,
okay, focus
I was
now. Get your
raised.
thongs on. We're about to head off. Come with the journey. Let's see what we buy.
Come with us and see what happens.
Right, ma'am, you're going to put your medic alert. Why is it? Oh my god. Okay,
Miniature
everything's miniature
handbag. It's
for
miniature
your
fashion.
medic alert bracelet. I have to put it on because
ones are cool. You get
have
little
difficulty
cool
doing
handbags.
that. Yeah, let me help you put that on. Okay, so you have your electrolyte drinks, which you're going to take because it being a hot day, we have to keep the electrolytes going. Willow, the cat's fine. The birds are fine. We're going to turn all those off. Your hot pack is on. Air conditioning is set. You're saying good morning to the chickens, and I'm trying to herd you to get back into the wheelchair. It's like herding butterflies to get her going anywhere.
But I get up again. You're never going to get me down.
Why are you singing to the birds?
Because Belle cannot stay on her perch.
Yeah.
She's got problems.
Yeah, it's like our cat's broken and our bird's broken. None of them are really.
I think someone chopped her on the head as a baby budgie.
Okay.
It's not okay. Belle, you're fine with us. I will look after you.
That's the pot calling
Willow,
the
sorry, bye.
cat black. Anyway.
The cat's saying goodbye.
The
Did you
cat's.
say goodbye
I've
to your
said
son?
goodbye. Let's get you moving.
I've got the camera. Okay, guys, so we're skipping Spotlight.
Yes, we are skipping Spotlight.
Because it's too risky for my
We
health.
have a singular plan here. We have
So
to
don't
pace.
be envious of my life.
We have one particular task and project that we're doing today. We
And
need
this
to
is
focus
for
and
my
that
health to
and
do
get back
these
home
exercises.
immediately to rest you. This is the reality
37
check.
degrees Celsius.
Sadly, you missed out on some
hot.
things.
And in Australia, that's hot. Guys, it's hot. Motorbike. Okay, so we're going to a specialist wetsuit shop. So I'll definitely find what I need. But yeah, it doesn't feel like I pulled up these like overalls. These are just thin cotton overalls. They're great for summer. But because I've got my pressure care stockings on, not pressure care. Well, I guess it's
Yep, it's pressure.
Compression
Compression
stockings for fluid retention.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't feel like, even though I've pulled them up, that I'm getting any air on my legs. So it is hot. And our car, sorry, that's our belt. We need that fixed, don't we? She's due for a service. But basically, and it's hot in the basement car park, so.
Well, it's hotter up there in the other one where we get direct sunlight.
Yeah, that is true. It is hotter in that one.
power
We're happier
and
down
rain.
here. This is where we were meant to be the whole time when we were up there. That was only because of the stupid trailer we had, which was all. Anyway, if anyone's been with us long enough, that's a drama of the past. Basically, we are where we need to be.
You know that we go to the pharmacy
that?
on average. What's wrong?
Just reading there. Some of these guys have got car
Hoists.
lifts, so they can put two cars. So it kind of like, it's quite clever. It's like,
Double stacking.
yeah, like one car goes up, and then the last car in, I guess, of whatever that household is, the other car goes underneath.
It's vertical stacking for apartment
Whereas-
living, so you can get more cars
Yeah, whereas our apartment has only 2 bedrooms.
Yep.
Whereas every apartment's kind of
in.
different.
But such a hassle because
Oh
you
my
have to
goodness.
move cars around, you got to hoist
Most
them up
is
and
2.
down.
Yeah, most is 2 bedroom, but there is probably, I'd say maximum 3 bedroom. Would you say?
Yeah, there's nothing more than a 3-bedroom.
Yeah. So, and of course, I think some people have that for their grandkids and stuff like that. So, but we have that 1 bedroom. We've got enough for our kids and grandkids if we ever needed it. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's great just having 1 car park in the basement, because we had a car park on the ground level, and that's not totally undercover.
Hey honey, the police
this
are
is
looking for
better.
you. They're looking for people like you. CSI, crime scene investigation. On the back of a bus is an advert. Police want to join the force. You'd be great at CSI.
I would, right? I would. I've been watching things since Criminal Minds. Does anyone know Criminal Minds? Oh, I was good at it. I used to get addicted to that show.
And having studied psychology, it's the perfect thing.
Yes, and I've also met evil so much in my life, unfortunately. Yes, I have, many times, and I know what evil looks like. I'm an autistic. I mean, we see the worst in people, sadly. I mean, we do get bullied our whole lives, and we know, and I'm not saying that every bully is evil, actually. Let's just like point that out. Not every bully is evil, but Kind of most of them are. But yeah, anyway, it's a good show, Criminal Minds. If you are into true crime as well, I know that it's better these days that we have like real cases and we can sleuth them and study them and find out things, and then when they admit to it, you go, yeah, I picked that first, and it's like, it's quite
But isn't it
cool,
a bad
right?
sign that on the back of a bus they're advertising? That shows you that they need more people to join the force, the police force.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
It's actually a sign of the government failing everybody because people are starting to kill people.
Yeah.
Because there's lack of $900 a week for a house.
Yeah.
What
Cost of
family
living
can
crisis.
afford that a week?
Now we're heading to the pharmacy. I go on average every 3 to 4 days.
Yes,
to the pharmacy.
you do.
This is why the pharmacist knows me so well. I walk in and everybody goes, "Hi, Matt." It's like
your mates with them all.
mates.
Yeah, they're all
It's
mates
scary
now.
stuff. But this is the reality of disability living, isn't it?
Yeah, you get to know your chemist very well, and I remember that in Yanchip. But
Paul, the pharmacist.
yeah, he used to ask me, what have I come up with this time? You know, he'd be like, what natural thing have you found and discovered that's working?
This is the
what have you
Canning Bridge.
found? Yeah, so that's a Swan River basically. That's where everyone has fun on there. Over the Christmas time, people are on their jet skis and their little what do you call those little tinnies?
That's the Swan
The little
River
tinnies, which are
Rowing
those little
Club.
metal boats. That's the rowing club. That's very traditional Australia.
$1.57.9 for petrol, so we're going in.
Bargain.
It's cheap.
Jeez, that was a sharp turn.
It is. It's a very sharp turn here.
So basically, guys, yeah, like it was fun watching everyone on their jet skis. You've got to turn the car off, yes, or it's going to be hot for me for a little while. Yeah, you know, like it was fun watching them. People even in their tinnies, but guys, tinnies are only, as in, I don't know, what's the other name for them? I just only think of them as the boat to get you to the bigger boat. I think I'm a bit privileged. But anyway, I don't see it as the boat. But people take it in the ocean and I think, no, you wouldn't catch me on one of them in the ocean. We have great whites. We're Western Australia. We're not stupid like that. But just be careful, Australians. Like, it's just, even on jet skis, last year there was a terrible accident. I'm not even going to talk about it because it's just so traumatizing. You don't need the trauma. But anyway, we'll get some petrol. It's one thing that makes me sad here sometimes when I see the cars with Denmark Albany plates, which is my hometown, and it makes me my stomach just turns and I'm like, I want to go home. So that's kind of really hard because they drive through here and stay here. A lot of people from Denmark Albany move to this part of Perth, and just makes you homesick and envious of them that they get to go home. But then again, there's a lot of new people living down there now. It's not the same as when I was a kid, but it is the same, but it's not, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyway, see some, and then even someone's going to Northampton. Yeah, I don't know about Northampton, but anyway, like, I'm sure it's nice to live there, but makes me sad.
Right, well that was $19.14 from your budget for the petrol for this week. We've actually saved money by coming back to where we are in
it's
Como,
less petrol, isn't it?
Less petrol for the actual driving around. What a beautiful dog.
Wow,
well grown.
That's crossed with a
Retriever
samurai.
and a samurai, yeah. Oops, this guy's
I
going.
want a samurai dog. Yes, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, that's a win because, you know,
that money goes elsewhere into
Christmas,
other things. Yeah.
everything adds up, guys, on our budget. The budget we have, you know, it's not big.
So we're more centralised to Perth where we live,
Yes.
which means we're closest to everything. We're also in more of a hub and spoke, whereas before we had to go in like a dog leg, and because of that, it caused far more travelling. And travelling is expensive, well, obviously with the cost of petrol these days. That's what we're going on Tuesday. We do use Petrol Finder to find cheap locations.
So if you're in Perth, do go on a Tuesday.
Cheap Tuesday, as we call it.
Cheap Tuesday.
Indeed.
Which is kind of like pizzas. Okay?
Yes.
Pizza, like Domino's, Eagle Boys.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
The dog's in the box. Domino's. It's one of their sayings anyway.
Oh, what's in the box? And that's Domino's. So Tuesdays, check out their cheap pizza. I used to do that with my kids and they used to love it. We'd get occasionally like the cheap Tuesdays and I'd buy extra pizza so that the next day after school and you would have it for breakfast. You reheat
Pizza
the
is
pizza.
very good for breakfast.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the breakfast of champions. Now we're off to the pharmacy. I'm just going to again pop in and pop out to pick up a couple of scripts. I use the Medivisor to actually send the scripts electronically to the pharmacy. They confirm once they've got them, they process them, they tell me that they're ready for me to pick up, so I can just bounce in and bounce out. Nice and easy.
But we don't have drive-through ones, America.
I know.
We should, right?
I've only seen one drive-through pharmacy in all of Western Australia.
All of it? No, really.
That I've ever come across, actually. I haven't actually used that one, but I've seen one. So yeah, we don't actually do drive-through pharmacies. It's
It's not how we do it here. But anyway,
normally they're located right next to a medical centre.
Yeah,
or in
normally.
a shopping complex, obviously where the people go. But normally medical centres.
Because people, when they pop into the shops, they know they've got high traffic of them popping in and getting their
or they can leave them there while they go and do their shopping and come back and pick it up once they finish their normal everyday shopping as well. Oh, traffic is busy. This is a Tuesday. It is New Year's Eve. Okay, so I wonder what people are doing. I thought most people
My
were on holiday.
rewind video, I made it days ago. It took me 2 days.
You were busy. 48 hours. Busy.
I started, I think, literally Boxing Day, and then I finished it off the next day.
So that's a snapshot
Boxing Day was about
whole
4
year
hours.
on our channel. We've done over
the next day it took me 8 hours.
Views, 400,000 views on our channel in the course of a year. It's actually got a lot of traction.
But why haven't you subscribed, some of you?
If you haven't, please subscribe now.
Please subscribe.
And hit the notification bell. We've got content popping all the time.
I do my best and I mostly deliver. Yeah, sure, sometimes things might be a bit, I don't know,
tragic,
different, annoying.
But it's raw and real.
But we just are showing you exactly what we're thinking, feeling, doing. Aren't we, really?
Absolutely.
And, but yeah, anyway, you will see tonight, but you'll be seeing this video probably after, so it'll be the new year. But I have created a rewind for 2024 because it was a year.
It was
a year. And but it took me a long time, but it's a good
we moved house twice
diary for me, really. It feels like, of what we've been through.
And have we been through a bit?
So yeah, anyway, I'm sure you've seen that already.
Surgeries,
so let me know what you think of
attacks,
it if you haven't seen it. So
fire alarms,
or
police,
if you did see it,
ambulance.
I'd love to know what you think, and sorry for like the delay in me speaking to the thing. It kind of makes it more
intriguing,
kind of like cinematographic, as if I've done it on purpose or something. I don't know, just think of it that way.
Yes.
But basically, it is what it is.
That's our cheap.
Okay, I'm poor, so I don't care. It's the essence of the message that's there, and I hope you did use your headset. If not, go back and put your headset on and listen to it, because otherwise you've missed some pertinent points. Because I was just full of philosophy that day.
You were full of it?
The day that I finished it, basically.
When are you not full of it?
And the day that I made one of my videos that I put in there. Wow. Which was, of course, summarising the success of coming home and the amazing people that made that happen. So it's kind of important.
Yeah, back from there. That was
You did
quick
it.
in and out. I was just G'ing up the girls in the pharmacy.
What'd you say to
Giving
them?
them the it's lovely because it was Brooke there and Tony was there as well and Charlotte.
Yeah.
Well, it's New Year's Eve and it's like the music was playing in the background. It's like,
Oh my goodness, they're already?
But it was a good song.
They're starting early.
But all the good songs.
9 o'clock.
But that's the thing. All the good
They're
songs will play
pumped.
throughout the day as they build up towards the crescendo of New Year's Eve. So good music. But as she said, as Brooke said, it's like, I'm so tired. I've been invited out. It's like, I'm going to be asleep by 8 o'clock.
That's
She probably started at 6 o'clock this morning because they were
If
at
you're
24/7
working on New
pharmacy.
Year's Eve, I agree. Like, you must be tired. There's our champagne that we haven't got
What?
yet.
Champagne?
For New Year's Eve.
Mate, I can see you. Just don't walk in front of a reversing car.
Look, I can get one of those mini ones because I'm mini.
You're small, absolutely.
So I could get a mini one for a mini person like me. Anyway,
Right.
on our way to the wetsuits.
Wetsuits.
Penguins. Okay. People that exercise in hot temperatures,
You
guys.
saw that bike rider, you mean?
Whatever. I've seen many exercises. I saw a dude doing weights and he's doing like this
Right.
with both hands walking along, and I'm like, it's hot. Can't you do hydrotherapy? I'm telling you, Don't underestimate the power of exercising in water.
Keep your fluids up, everybody. Hydrate
you can
if it's
be
hot.
in the water. There's beaches everywhere here. We have the most beautiful beaches. Go to Cottesloe, man.
Do it early before it gets too hot.
Just watch the sharks. They're kind of
Now, on that note,
Oh,
you're going to get a
what?
wetsuit that's not black, aren't you? Because you don't want to look like a
They've
porpoise
only
or a
got
seal.
black on the website.
No, there's colourful ones. Because if you go as a pure black one, the sharks think you're a seal and they go straight for you.
I'm not going
thrashing around.
deep ocean.
Not that you go deep ocean anyway.
But I do want to be a surfer.
Yeah, right.
You think I'm joking?
No, I know you do, but you're right.
I grew
I've
up
seen
around
I've seen your balance.
surfers. I
Boogie board maybe.
I'm good at it. I was a dancer. What do you think we do? We balance.
You'll be good at falling off the
Yeah,
board
I've
now.
got neurological problems that might get in the way.
Yeah.
Why are you sitting on it like that, dude?
Like the motorbike guy.
Yeah,
Now,
weirdo.
The other thing with wetsuits is
What?
they come in different thicknesses, like 1 mil, 2 mil,
Well, I
4
want to
and
be as
6
warm
mil.
as.
Well, you don't want to be too warm, like
No.
probably.
But you just take it
I
off.
think 1 mil's too,
That's what I used
too
to
little.
do. I used
2
to just
mils,
take it off.
2 millimeters, probably
put
the
it back
right sort of
on.
thickness for you. So
How many mils?
probably 2 mils. You don't want to be more than that.
That's my favourite
If
number.
it's more than that, it's like, my God, you're gonna be stiff and
Yeah,
very
I
hot.
agree. I agree.
So
I agree.
now, do
2
you want
sounds
something
fine.
with full sleeves, full legs,
I
half
want
sleeves, half
half.
legs, no
I
legs,
want,
no legs? I can't see my legs.
I want
Which one?
half sleeve.
Half sleeve.
Half sleeve.
Yep.
And I actually don't mind the bather bottom looking ones
Okay, so
or
on
the
the
bike
bather bottom
short,
or bike short.
depending on the comfortability. Because you know
Okay.
I am autistic,
Yeah.
and I do like to be fashionable, but comfort gets in the way.
Yes.
So if you saw me
Functionality.
dressing when I used to be a lot
Nope,
younger,
there's someone else exercising.
I didn't used to wear the pretty clothes as often because what I tended to do was actually wear what was comfortable, which tended to make me look like I was an accountant or something. Literally. Okay? And I
do
even had
like
a
accounting.
fringe. I had a fringe.
That's a bit weird.
I was a dog.
You were, absolutely.
I've gotten
You had
cooler
bangs.
as I've gotten older.
Have you? Really? Have you? Really?
Haven't I?
Has she?
Have I?
Comments below. She has gotten
Maybe
cooler. I
not.
think
Maybe
you have.
not. Look, it doesn't matter if I haven't because
That's cute.
I'm too old to worry about such stuff, okay?
Exactly.
I'm alive, baby!
Every day. Make the most
So
of it.
anyway, we'll look at different colours to pick. But I'm assuming that black was the colour.
Well, no. Black is
The
the normal
pictures were in
default
black.
colour, but we want to try and find something which does have either a disruptive pattern or something that's
Okay.
got some colour, because ideally we
Okay.
don't want you to be shark bait. Okay? No.
Okay.
Yeah, Bruce. Remember Bruce?
I won't be swimming in the
Bruce.
ocean. I have so many more I've got a pool downstairs.
I know, but there could be sharks in the pool. You just never know.
If I go to the beach, it's more like to play in the sand. It's, you know,
That is
and
true.
a bit of wet sand.
But just in case you want to do a surfing, autism for
'Cause it's a
surfers, or whatever else
stim.
activities.
A stim. It's a sensory, well, it is kind of a stim, but it's a sensory fun place, okay? The beach is awesome. I remember, like, you know, picking up the little baby crabs and having it on my finger and going, Mum, look, Mum. And it's hanging off my finger and she's like, put it back to where you found it. So I'd go to the little circles
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh, shit. Which pool was this one in? If I get it wrong, is it going to find its home? Or am I displacing it, basically? Terrible child I was.
Terrible child.
I knew better, okay? I was even taught in Denmark not to mess with the insects because they have their own little ecosystem, and if you fuck it up,
Exactly.
then you're going to ruin what their job is in life. They have a job in the food chain.
Indeed. Now, we did go to City Surf yesterday. They had absolutely none, zilch wetsuits
You
for
get
girls.
minus 10 out of 10 City Beach because City
Wow.
Beach, you're a surf shop.
I know, right?
You're a
You'd
surf
expect
shop.
that they'd have wetsuits, right?
And even when we asked your staff, what? There's no wetsuits for
I know,
ladies?
they had 3 wetsuits
Oh, but
in the
guess
whole
what we
shop.
did have? We had an
for guys.
X-Gen fun.
Yeah, what'd
Okay,
you do?
listen up to this.
Yeah,
You
what'd
were
do?
there.
Yeah, what'd you do?
These 2 X-Gen adults were there.
Yes.
Because we are actually adults. We forget that, I know.
Well, sometimes we try and be adults.
We
yeah.
try to be adults.
We
We're
need
a
to be
little
better adults
immature.
sometimes, yeah. I get that. Yeah.
But
Mm.
basically,
They
there was
were
2
trying to look for
X-Gen.
wetsuits too, yeah.
Well, they were, yeah,
Rashes.
they were.
They're in
they were
that
looking
section.
for rashes and they were looking
Yeah.
for wetsuits. And anyway, they were like, oh no, we were sort of like worrying about who was in each other's way because X-Gen has that respect for each
Respect.
other. You
Especially
know,
for
like
people
I
with disability in a
love
wheelchair.
my people.
Well done.
And, you know, we're giggling and stuff. And there was
bantering.
it was a guy and a girl. And we're a guy and a girl. So, it's, you know, it was quite interesting. And I said, I'm looking for a female wetsuit. I said, I was particularly talking to the lady. I said, they don't have any. Can you believe it? 2024. What, there's no women surfers? And she's like, I can't believe that. That's stupid. Why not any wetsuits for women? She goes, I'm shocked. I'm like, I know about that. That's how I'm feeling. I'm very shook. Like, how dare they? She's like, that's not good enough, is it? And I said, no, it's just not good enough. And even the guy was like, wow, that's just weird.
Not good enough.
I'm like, yeah, right. She goes, oh, these might fit. And I said, yeah, but the bottom bit, you know, oh, yeah.
Pouch.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you. They ain't going to work. I said, no, not going to go with the, it could have fit, but no.
No, you have bulged in the wrong place.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I'm sure the water will just pull in there and people might get confused.
Yep, that was the way.
So basically, it just would have been uncomfortable.
Which wouldn't have been good either, for sure.
So obviously I'm not allowed to get black.
Well, we're trying to avoid.
But anyway, we were having this action thing, and we were in this little corner.
Yeah.
So we were tucked away.
Yeah, we're just
and it was like this X-Gen gathering.
Yep.
And X-Gen guys, I don't know, I know I'm loud on the channel, but in real life, I just let everyone, live and let live. So I'm very, very peaceful in society. But basically,
low profile.
You know, X-Gen, please just understand us. We only speak up when it's necessary. Out loud and proud, okay? We are good people. Don't underestimate our compassion, our understanding of the world, because we really do have a good one. Because we were here before computers and internet, as in social media.
So you're saying,
and we're also very, very experienced in social media, just like you guys. We know very much how social media works. So we're kind of that good in between people to sometimes you might get I know that you guys have taught us a lot. I know my kids have taught me a shit ton of stuff. But I'm just saying, don't underestimate X generation. We are a special breed. We raised ourselves. We were beaten like pieces of shit. Okay, we were not treated well. We were not given rights as children. Okay, there was many things that were like, no, that's for adults. And it's like, what? Okay, truck's just broken down, dude. It sucks to be you today. And it's a tow truck for a truck.
It's a tow truck.
How can that little thing tow the truck?
Yeah, he's super powered. He's beefy. He's like the fat controller with his big truck. Yep.
Oh, I love Thomas the Tank Engine. I used to
Toot
watch
little
that
Thomas.
with my eldest. My youngest, it was what did they call it? Teletubbies. That was hard, but I did it for the love of my son. I'm telling you, Teletubbies.
That voice kills me.
Teletubbies.
That voice kills me.
And I'm like doing the dishes, and I'm like, I don't like Teletubbies. But Thomas, it was like, you know, you dance to it and you think, oh, this is cool. I like this, but. Sorry, son.
Good little
Sorry,
stories.
son. It's not your
Morals.
fault. It's every generation kind of has a different following. And then the Wiggles, we all shared that passion. My sons and I had Wiggles discos at home. No one else invited, just us. Okay? We had plenty of cordial. We had plenty of music, just the Wiggles. Hot potato was the big one. Yep. We even had actions to go with it, and it was fun. Okay? And we used to get the torches and wave it. Okay? It's kind of like a rave for toddlers. And in the car, karaoke, but it was Wiggles.
I hope you add some water to the accordion.
It was Wiggles. Because you know what happened? I used to listen to my pop music until one day my youngest, who spoke very well, very young, very early, and very clear, and he said something out of a song that I was like, oh, no, that's not good. No, none of that now.
Yes,
Mummy
remember the lyrics.
is a little naive, and I'm young, and I've just realised that this music is not appropriate. So, Wiggle CD only, sons. But they were fine with that. But anyway, just a story. Here, guys, so if you look...
So this is Wetsuit Warehouse on South Street, not sponsored.
If you look up there, look, she's wearing something cool. She's actually wearing a wetsuit with the bather bottom, which I think is pretty cool.
Let's see what we can find that's
Let's
your
see what we
size.
can find.
That's always the challenge, isn't it?
Look at how many wetsuits to choose from. They go for miles, guys. Like, this shop is amazing.
We have some things to try.
Yes.
Let's try. So, what are you trying on first of all? We've got.
So we have number one.
Billabong.
I think that might be too big.
Billabong.
Number
And
two.
Billabong. Okay, so we've got 3 Billabongs.
Number 3.
And their colours, so the sharks aren't going to get you.
Yeah, like you said, but I do like them.
But they have got long sleeves, but
do want colour.
short bits. All right, let's try one. Oh, what's that? Muscle law. I noticed that the arm is a little bit.
Yeah, it's too long, but that's normal
That's okay.
for me. So, you know, that's...
To be expected.
This is a lady's size that has white shorts.
How's it feel to have the compression?
Good.
Is it easy enough to get in?
It's actually nice sensory for autistics. Watch the music.
Yep, indeed. Okay, so this one's a little bit smaller in size. What don't you like about it?
No, the body, torso is perfect.
Okay.
The arms, just tighter. And it's not like I couldn't do it, but my sensory issues.
Okay, so the other
But
one
in the
was a better
water, I
size.
know that it kind of makes it feel different.
Okay, we've got a
However,
baseline.
it is too tight.
Let's try and narrow this down and find some other versions that might be helpful.
Boom.
Sorry, are you feeling a bit like a pro surfer
I feel
now?
like a pro in this one.
Cool. Are you making a decision between the colourful blue one where the
Instead of
sharks won't
that
bite you
one,
and,
I'm gonna be a
the,
seal.
and the seal you're going to be because you're happy with that?
I'm a surfer now.
What's that? Is that your surfing pose? I think you're about to wipe out personally. So now we're actually trying on rashies. I think we're getting through the whole outfit at the moment.
However, I have,
What?
well, I have Rashi already in black, but it's pink. How can I say no?
It's pink. Happy campers?
Perfect. This is a kid's 16.
You've got a kid's 16. That's where we're looking.
I wish there was a 14 actually.
And they're on
I
sale.
like the more firm fitting, but it's because it's a little bit baggy. But no, it's perfect.
Sun
It'll keep
protection.
me warm a little bit, so and
Sun protection, which is what I'm worried about. Cool.
Okay, so we're looking around the store because she's busy at the moment. So I'm getting the Rashi and the wetsuit, but I'm looking for surfboards.
Oh, that one was itchy. I'm just saying.
Makes me think of my grandchildren. Oh my gosh, the clothes I could buy them. Oh
be
my
like
god,
Baywatch.
I knew you were going to say that. That is so Baywatch. Dude, seriously. Okay, what are you saying? That I'm going to need rescuing?
Yes.
See, this is yours. Do you want one?
I've got one already.
It's a nice teal
But
blue.
I've actually got one.
It's teal
For my collecting,
blue.
I've actually got one.
Okay. Oh, there's a top floor.
There's
Oh
more.
my gosh.
Ooh.
Oh, spearfishing. Ah. Diving equipment up here, guys. It's pretty cool, actually. I'm not allowed to be a diver because of my oxygen problems. Look at that Christmas tree. It's super cute. And there's these little icicles, look, along the way here. Ooh. It's not Christmas anymore, guys. But anyway, I am not judging. We listen and we don't judge. Okay, guys.
So that's you?
That says that's me.
That's your wetsuit, I'm just saying.
It's my wetsuit.
That's you surfing now.
How cool is that?
How cool.
I'm
So
a
wetsuit,
surfer
Rashi,
now.
all got now to get you home and get you into the pool.
So what did you say to me?
We have to take you home, get you to the pool and do the dunk test to make sure it all works.
Who's going to dunk me?
I'm going to dunk you. You deserve
He's
to
going to
be
dunk
dunked.
me. And you know what? Everyone in the community is going to laugh at me. And I'm going to say, I have thermo
There's the penguin.
dysregulation. So leave the penguins alone. I'm a penguin now.
Yes.
Okay? I've joined the penguin club. Okay? I'm black and white. I am now a penguin.
Well, so long as
The sharks don't think I'm yummy.
As long as the Wildlife Foundation don't come down to take you back and rehome you back to the
I
Antarctica.
don't think they're going to come to the Paradiso
Just
and
saying.
say, excuse me, lady, you look like a penguin. Come with us. We're
Hey,
going
you
to the
could have
zoo.
been the King Emperor penguin that landed in Denmark recently.
He came to Denmark because he knows we love the
But
animals.
we weren't there at the time. What was wrong with that? We needed to be there. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode.
Well, the
Give us a
Dutch
big
were there
thumbs
before
up.
my
If you have
family
comments,
was
questions,
there.
ideas, or suggestions, leave them
But guess
below.
what? I dug up medicine bottles.
I know, right? This is very historical
Shoulda
down there.
kept 'em.
If you're new to the channel, don't forget to
Shoulda
subscribe, hit that
kept 'em.
notification bell. Please share our channel, and
Yes.
we'll see you in another episode.
Because, like, we're trying to be with the cool kids,
With
but
the
the
cool
cool
kids.
kids have, like, thousands of subscribers and shit.
Yeah.
I wanna be
We're
a
getting
cool
there.
kid.
We're working there. Help us. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.